I look like bugs. Pound my friends in a big black truck. I'm Vanessa, I like salsa. I'm a dancer, dancer. You pay fees for my big show in Ibiza for my leisure. Bliss. I don't do arguments in my relationships. I'm lit. You don't want me standing on this, then say something. I'm rich. It don't make no sense how I make this. I'm lit. I don't do two-face unless the face card on my wrist. She ate, she ate away. She ate, 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 she ate, she ate away. Take my keys, I'm not going home. Please stop blowing up my celly phone. Take my keys, I'm not going home. Please stop blowing up my celly phone. She ate, she ate, she ate away. 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 I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back.
Open up the rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my own cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics dry it in the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget we on we mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen. I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget we on we mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen.
Two in, two up, back ends, booked up, look up, I'm flying, yeah I'm free now, see now, society's time me release now, crazy, I'm finna go see now, big style, big deals, vitamin water, that's a big one, 6 mil, coach came to me like I'm D1, like Will, got 17 hours to the flight out. Only got time for a night out. So tell me what you want from me. We ain't getting no younger. So tell me what you want from me. We ain't got too long, no. You know I gotta catch my flight. You know I gotta reach new heights again. You know you're running up at night. You know X went through. J. Cole said his memes and mules, but I'm the king and adjusted all. Really wanna wipe me down, I got more patience than a hospital. Sweaty better beef with me than never beef with life's obstacles. I'm bad as a bone out. I'm way too toned down. Too big, so I'm cocky. From the back while on Twitter with my phone out. Got an Eminem deal, but I'm Hershey. 6'2", dark skin, on purpose. Never voicemail on my phone last night to myself saying Lil Curtis. Yeah. You know I gotta catch my flight. You know I gotta reach new heights again. You know I'm running up at night. You know I only get one life for this.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Raiders and the Dirty Birds, and it's coming up next.
Mere feet from where the Georgia Dome stood and the Falcons played for a quarter century. We're looking at the team's home since the 2017 season, Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Glad to have you all with us for another Daniel Carlson ready to get us started. And we're underway in Atlanta. On the return, here's Ray McCloud. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So out head the Falcons for their first possession. And leading them out is a master at overcoming adversity before and after being drafted 8th overall in 2024. Out of your alma mater, Washington, it's Michael Penix Jr.
One of the big advantages of Michael Penix coming into the league is it wasn't storybook in college. In fact, he got beat up in Bloomington. Everybody remembers the end at Washington, the runner-up for the Heisman, the national title game, but he took a beating. Injuries derailed many of his years back at Indiana, and I think because of that background, because of all that gets built through that adversity, he's more than ready for everything that comes his way in the NFL.
Penix gonna throw straight away. Got a man, it's Drake London. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And the Falcons will have a first. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Play action, here's Penix. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Robert Spillane has it. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB in you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
So here come the Raiders now for their opening drive. They're brought out by someone who's kept the exact energy now as he had when he entered the league back in 2019. It's Gardner Minshew.
Kate, I don't know how many people know the story of Gardner Minshew and how close he was to becoming a GA and coaching. Mike Leach got on the phone with him and said, hey, why don't you take one more swing at this thing? Come out to Pullman, Washington, and lead my pirate ship. And all he did with that mustache was light the college football world on fire. And all he's been in the NFL with multiple organizations is that same spark plug that just makes something happen.
Try getting that one to Brock Bowers. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Minshew working from the gun. Finds a man, right side. Good solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Throwing here, Minshew. Has a man, it's Madison. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Play action, it's Minshew. He's got Bowers working the sideline. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First and 10, Minshew escapes the pocket. He gets this to Michael MaJor. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Raiders first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll come up first and 10. A handoff for Madison running left. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. From the shotgun, Minshew. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons see their return stop just a little bit short of their own 30. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. Caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Stopped by the unmistakable Max Crosby. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Penix. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Penix on 3rd down. That one's complete to London. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Rookie quarterback Brock threw it away their last drive. It seemed like he might have been trying to do too much to make up for that mistake, and instead things snowball.
Yeah, these are the valuable lessons you have to learn from. You cannot be a mistake repeater. But being a rookie quarterback at Ask Peyton, he threw 28 of them his rookie year. Sometimes you just learn on the job, but you cannot repeat those kind of mistakes.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. McLeod now returning it. He's got a lane up past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Falcons and Michael Penix Jr. set to take over again. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick-6. Need short memories here as they head back out. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Has a hole left, room to run. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons cut it to a lower point on the scoreboard. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Young Hui Koo on for the point after. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And the Falcons tie this game 7-7. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Looking up towards the dome, can't bring it in clean! Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the Raiders offense. And it's going to be interesting to see, Brock, if they're a little rattled, seeing that interception end up costing them the lead. Things all tied up now.
Okay, maybe a little rattled, but these are pros, and part of that is understanding. Those guys on the other side, they're capable of making plays too. The key now is to go atone for it and get that lead back.
Throwing on first is Minshew. He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. That one is not going to get any easier to watch during film study, Brock. Some chances to go down, but instead opting to keep extending the play, and then all of a sudden in the end zone for a safety.
Yeah, ultimately there just comes a time where you've got to understand where you are on the field, right? Hey, I'm trying to make a play. I'm trying to make a play. That's all great in the middle of the field. But when you're in the danger zone like this, and you could give that defense 2 points and energize the other side, you got to know where you are on the field and just get rid of the ball.
Automatic first down.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They've got a man in motion. A toss now to Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Offense to the line for second down. Penix working from the gun. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Third down, it's Penix. they get him yet again. And the Raiders take over as they intercept it for the third time in just our opening quarter. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory, and they've got a short field after that pick. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Falcons will set up just a little bit shy of the 40 following the tackle. Oh my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a 3rd in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
The Falcons ready for their next possession. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
On 2nd and 10, it's Penix. And they pick him off again! Picked off by Divine Diablo. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought the defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Makes the handoff. Now Minshew. Throw reeled in by MaJor. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
And the defense was all over that throw. Able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the gun, Minshew. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons get it back as he intercepts it for the 2nd time this game. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. Their minds as they head back out there now. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
Here's a counter give to Robinson. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by, I love this name, Divine Diablo. And the Raiders take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game. Oh, man, Brock. Somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Got a man, it's MaJor. And he's into the end zone, touchdown. The Raiders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Carlson now to add one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders jump in front now by 5.
14, Falcons 9.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Here's Avery Williams on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
The Falcons make our first down change. They're on the 32-yard line.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. First and 10 are under Robinson. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Neither side separating much so far. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They'll begin the quarter with 2nd and 8. Another carry for Robinson. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that leaves them with 4th and 5.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And the fair catch secured here at the 16. So no return on that punt. And the Raiders' drive is going to start deep on their own side of the field. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, Minshew. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Now Minshew. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. He's looking deep once again. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, you can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Escapes a defender. Drops another man with the move. He manages 13 on this punt return. And the Falcons will take over. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Jukes one defender, and he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Well, Brock, they've made it a point to incorporate him into their offense, and hey, no arguments here. He has been awesome in giving them a spark they need when he gets involved.
And it's so nice offensively, Kate, when you feel it, when you can run it, when you can throw it, and especially running it like this, going to pay huge dividends as the game goes on.
On 1st down, here's Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 46-yard line.
Putting the tight end in motion. Another try following the sack. That one's complete, right side. And they make the tackle at the 38.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
Third and 4 coming up now. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. 5-yard gain on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Penix on 1st down. Cut near the goal line. And for the Atlanta touchdown. Well, Brock, that proved a little too tough to stick to. Turns out it was the right route to get a touchdown on that play.
Yeah, those corner routes can be some high risk at times, but big-time rewards. Think about this for a second, Kate. We talk all the time about the efficiency of a slant route and in breaking, that angle breaking in, right? Higher completion rate, you're throwing something breaking in. You have a corner that breaks out. Obviously, the efficiency may not be there, but boy, touchdowns and big touchdowns can follow when the two stay connected.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. They're out and set. Minshew working from the gun. Complete. It's Myers. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Only took him 1 play, partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. Minshew on first down. And a man is there to knock that away.
I'll tell you what that deflection right there, Kate, tells me. The defense was following and reading the quarterback's eyes. Knew exactly where that throw was going. And it takes a little bit of intuition, a little bit of feel. He's able to get his hands on it and knock it out of bounds.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Play action. It's Minshew. He's going deep. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. And incompletion is still pretty good, too.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. That's caught for the first. They go play action here. He's got it near the 10. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. From the red zone now. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
You know, we do enough of these games, Kate, and I am a big fan of creativity. And the QBs today are some of the best to ever do it. But that's a situation where you got to know on first down, it's not time to be creative, especially if you...
And they'll throw this instead, trying to catch him off guard. They aren't fooled by that fake spike. They can charge it and got there to take him down. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Kate, you just know as a quarterback there's situations where you're going to gain the trust of the play caller or quickly lose it. And when you take back-to-back sacks, you've lost the trust of your coordinator. And now on third down, well, you better do all you can to regain it.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, third and goal. Up the middle they go with Madison. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. 3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a fourth to try to reach that end zone. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. So now on fourth down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they've taken back the lead.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. The Falcons offense returning to the field a final time before the half. And with field position and the clock against them, probably not going to see anything of substance here before halftime. Only 17 seconds left for them as they begin this drive. Penix now on first down. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. That one intended for Drake London. And it's going to be second down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Pass is caught. That's Darnell Mooney. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. It's a 21-yard gain. And the Falcons will have a first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Back to throw it. He fires one deep down the middle. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Here comes the final play of our first half. One final shot before halftime. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. So at halftime, the Raiders fighting to an advantage on the road. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Reports. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a one-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams in it to win it.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half.